get to whatever. The guy in front of her in a truck stopped at a yellow light. She was pissed. She was expressing that vocally. She was using some sign language. She was getting pretty frustrated with it all. But what she didn't know is that there was a cop behind her. And she was arrested, taken to jail. About 2 hours later, the cop came and he let her out of jail. And he said, "You are free to go." And she had calmed down. She had calmed down. And she asked, "I have no idea why you arrested me." And he's like, "You need to see it from my point of view. The bumper stickers on your car said, 'Let there be peace on earth.' Global oneness. Love the world. And Mom's Club Against Anger." "I arrested you because I thought you stole the car." Yeah. Let's just take a quick second and say hi to your neighbor. All right, I said hi, not invite them over for dinner. So I don't know about you. I don't know about you. But I will tell you that I have been feeling very overwhelmed. Very overwhelmed by all the news. If it's not this mass shooting, it's racism that's supported. It's, "I'm better than you are. You have no rights to be here." Even as a practitioner, when I get overwhelmed like that, I have to recognize it, and I do two things. The first thing I do is I bring it back to me. The second thing that I do is I just do something small. Curious?
Yeah. Sure.
Well, I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to give you a little inside tip if you don't already know this. The universe does not have a department of sarcasm. So when you say something that's sarcastic, like there's a bumper sticker, you may have heard of this, "If you do not like how I drive, then get off the sidewalk." Right? What the universe is hearing is, she wants to drive on the sidewalk. Because there's no department of sarcasm. We have to be very careful. We have to be very careful about what we're putting out there, because it may mean something to us, but it could mean something totally different to someone else. Oh gosh, Reverend Ann Lazenby, loves to two-step, loves to country western dance. And so she decided to get a personalized license plate that said, "I two-step." Joan, can you go to the second slide? We'll come back to that. That's how it came out. All of a sudden, everybody was coming up to her going, "I didn't know you were in recovery." What 12-step meetings do you go to? She doesn't have that license plate anymore. She passed on that after being stopped quite a few times to talk about recovery. So now her license plate is a version of Namaste. first. So,
I love
bumper stickers. I love them. I love this one. I dreamed of a world where chickens can cross the road without having their motives questioned. And I don't know, so have you guys seen these smart cars? They're like they're ATVs and they put tin foil around them and then you get in. So this little bumper sticker, this is an SUV escape pod. I love that. That was really fun. I actually have a bumper sticker for Claire. Well, and anybody who owns a cat. If you don't talk to your cat about catnip, someone else will. Oh, I love that. How many of you actually have either bumper stickers or a specialty license plate on your car? Awesome, awesome. Ernest Holmes, you are an eternal being now, on the pathway of endless unfoldment. Never less, but always more yourself. Life is not static. It is forever dynamic, forever creating not something done and finished, but something alive, awake, and aware. There is something within you that sings the song of eternity. Listen to it. Slide 3. We're going to go back to the universe. The one, I'm having an out of money experience. What do you think the universe is giving the driver of that car? I'm actually disturbed by this one. Free punches in the face? I was hoping that was somehow weirdly connected to a movie or something that I am not aware of. But that was like, ugh. And if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Of course, I can't do that. This, for us, is a call to prayer. As you're sitting there in your car and you see these bumper stickers that just, it's a call to prayer. It's a call to remember not only who you are and the spiritual truth that you know, which is that the universe listens and answers, but this is a chance to sit there and go, Spirit, just surround that car with love and joy, peace. I just know that you've got this. All right? Call to prayer, very important. So I'm going to go back to that. Coming back to me. So the only thing that I know for sure, is that there's only one person that I can influence. There's only one person that can make a difference. There's only one person that will listen to me, and that's me. So when I'm overwhelmed, I come back to that person, me, and I do something small. Because the idea here, go ahead, Midnight, have your way, is if I'm already overwhelmed and I try to give myself a spiritual assignment that's this big, I'm not going to do it. So the point is, if I do something small, that needle is quivering. I'm moving it, right? So I'm going to invite you guys for the next 30 days to come back to yourself and do something small. Now, whatever is going on in your world, maybe you're having financial issues. So in the morning, take a dollar bill and fold it up and put it in your hands and go, the universe is my source, and it's abundant. Maybe you're having some relationship issues. Maybe it's with a partner. Maybe it's with your kids. Maybe it's somebody at work. Take a yellow notepad. You're petting my dog, I can tell. That's what he does these days. Take a little notepad and write, have a great day. Or maybe, thank you for taking the garbage out. Or, I'm thinking of you. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be huge. But whoever you're having this relationship problem with, write that note out, and then it's going to be up to you whether you actually give them the note, right? Because, work relationships, sometimes I'm thinking of you. I'm not sure I want to go across that line, but yeah, I could just, HR department, Linda Steiner, please come to HR. I could, yeah. But wouldn't it be great with your partner? 30 days, getting a simple note from you. Thinking of you today. Love your smile. Thank you for being in my life. What if the issue is that you're in turmoil yourself? That for whatever reason, I'm not big enough, I don't do enough, I'm not funny enough, I can't sing, I can't dance, So if you're the one that needs the note in the morning, this is what I want you to do. Before you walk out the door, stop with your hand on the doorknob and go, I am enough. I am enough. Now, you'll notice that everything that I'm talking about is really something that should take 30 seconds or less, right? I'm not trying to move the needle 1,000 feet. But if I can get that needle to kind of quiver, and if I raise my consciousness, if when I'm doing this, I'm saying to the universe, I know that everything is going to be okay. And I know that I'm here for a reason. And I know that I am a child of God. If everyone in this room for the next 30 days just moved the needle that much, think of the collective consciousness that just the people in this room could raise in our city the next 30 days. Are you guys down with that? Game with that? 30 seconds, figure out what it is. Let me know what you did. And really, don't make it into a big deal. Don't make it into a 5-minute affirmation or, Keep it simple. Come back to you and move the needle. Now, the other thing I want you to do is I want you to look around you. I want you to look at your bumper stickers. I want you to look at your posters. I want you to look at your refrigerator magnets. I want you to look at the stuff that you have up in the cubicle at work. Is that stuff still feeding your current belief? Are you surrounding yourself with those reminders of who you are and why you're here? Or, maybe it's time to take that refrigerator magnet down that's been in my refrigerator for 15 years. I actually looked yesterday and it's been on there for 15 years. Of course, it says, why are all the cool girls lesbians? I'm going to keep that one, right? But become conscious of your space this next 24 hours. Are you getting messages unconsciously through stuff that's all around you? And if it doesn't serve you anymore, move it on. Move it on and put something up that really speaks to you. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, bumper stickers, license plates, magnets, and then I realized, you know what? I actually dress my dog all the time in some kind of gear, right? So I had to actually go through his clothes last night. And he's got a little peace sweatshirt, isn't that cute? Of course, going back to the Iditarod, he's got his little SP kennel jacket to identify him as an official Iditarod dog. Maybe he rides, but... Then I was like, he has this shirt on all the time! Stud! So I'm like, what am I saying to people when they're like, stud, huh? Okay. Well, he's a boy. And he actually has a tag on his collar that says, have your people call my people. But even my dog sends me messages. Even I send messages to the hundreds of people that I see on the trails each week, right? Wow. Am I conscious of that? Does it hold to my beliefs? Sorry, Neil, touching the microphone. A lot of you, I don't know if everybody was here for the prelude music, but I think into the second song, we blew the power. And the lights went, everything went out, the piano went off and everything. Just want to take claim of that. If I speak at Unity a lot, and they know the second I walk through the door, the tech stuff goes out the window. I don't know what it is about my personality, but it ruins the tech. Let's do the fourth slide. One with God. Can anybody tell me whose license plate that is?
Judy.
It's Judy Wolf's. Of course, I like the whole Boston Terrier one with God. I'm like, all is one. That's Allison's license plate. I love that. I want to be behind that in traffic. I want to be reminded of this. One with God, all is one. You're not having to walk into a room of people and try to justify your faith. You're not trying to convert somebody or try and get them to understand how we believe. You just get to be. And I can just imagine that someone in crisis, at one point or another, has been sitting behind one of them in traffic. And they're reminded of the truth. Yeah? Now I have a quote. Too many times we have allowed our lives to be stolen from us by a moment, an incident, an argument, or a misunderstanding. We are living in a time when we need to be congruent with our message. We need to live in such a way that reminds the children that we believe in change and are advocates for a world of peace. Need to be congruent with our message and live in such a way that reminds the children that we believe in change and we are advocates of peace. That stopped me. That one stopped me, and I'm like, is that what I'm doing? Is that what I'm doing right now, this past week? Did peace ever even enter my thoughts? It does now. Because I don't want to be that story when those kids next door are 20 years old and go, yeah, remember that one time you were really pissed and about the budget and you just went on and turned into a food fight. I want to be in a place where I advocate and I support love and joy and laughter and peace, connection. I have known for, 3 weeks, Rev? For about 3 weeks that I was doing this talk, and I instantly knew I was going to do bumper stickers because that story that I shared just really leaped out at me. So for 3 weeks, I've been sitting there kind of going, all right, I need a way to end this, and the way I'm going to end this is, of course, by talking about the bumper sticker that I would have on my car. What bumper sticker would it be? First week goes by, nothing. Second week goes by, nothing. Now I'm starting to panic because I know I'm talking, 2 days from now, and I don't have my bumper sticker. So, you gotta love the universe. You gotta love the universe. I'm fortunate that I get to travel a lot in my job. And so this past week I was traveling, and I came home, and Midnight's best friend is Trippy, and Trippy is Zoe's dog. And so she comes peeling into the airport to pick me up, and Midnight's barking, and I'm like, this can't be ever more perfect than what it is, I've got Zoe, who's bouncy and full of love, and Midnight's looking for me. And so when she got me to my house, we got the luggage out, I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking care of Midnight, because I don't worry about it. Like, I know she's got it. And she looked at me and she said, Linda, thank you for trusting me with your soul. I have no idea why I didn't just burst out into tears in that moment, but she nailed me. She nailed it. She completely sees who I am, sees who Midnight is, sees who we are together. Thank you for trusting me with your soul. Wow. Wow. I kept thinking about that. So my bumper sticker would say, my soul is connected. Is yours? And then, of course, Midnight had to get into the action. I could see him staring at me, and he's like, well, what's my bumper sticker? And I went through probably 2-3 of them, but the third one I thought of was like, psh. And his bumper sticker would say, sent by God.
Yeah.
Yeah? How many of you feel that way? Yes. Sent by God. So before I close today, there's one other bumper sticker that I just love. And it says, you're gonna love this, take care of our planet. It's the only one that has chocolate. Love that, that is right. So once again, I'm just completely honored to get to have this podium, the trust of Reverend Don and all of you to come and hear me speak. So namaste, my friends. And let me know what your bumper sticker is. Thank you. And then I'm going to invite Reverend Don to come up and lead us in prayer. Thank you.
And so it is from this place of awareness of our own inherent divinity as magnificent children of the Most High, that I invite my colleagues and practitioners to join me in holding our congregation in consciousness. And it is this consciousness, it is this awareness of that inherent divinity that allows us to see beyond any apparent condition. It allows us to see beyond the bumper sticker that puts ourselves down. It is beyond our ability to see the magnet that belittles us. And instead to see the truth. And that truth is that we are one with God. And as we go through life, we always want to be behind that license plate that tells us that all is one. And as so we navigate this thing that we call life, we know that the obstacles that come up before us are temporary. They're only impermanent conditions. They are not the truth of who we are. You are better than that addiction. You are bigger than that addiction because you are a child of the Most High. You are bigger than any disease because within you inherent is an intelligence that knows how to make that body perfect just as it is. That all the cells that don't belong there can fall away. That all of the behaviors, the addictions fall away when we can step into the truth of our oneness. That the apparent lack and limitation is only a condition. The capital T truth is that we live in a universe that is so abundant. We can't accept it all. And so we just give thanks. We give thanks for our awareness of that power, that presence that is life. We give thanks for the goodness that is ours. And now I release these words to the working of a law that always responds, knowing that as we set our intentions, they are fulfilled. The universe has had quite enough lack and limitation. It's had quite enough separation. It's had quite enough disease, addiction. It is now ready for us to accept the goodness that is ours. And so we just give thanks, we let it go, we let it be, and so it is.
So it is.